In this next installment of Daria Talks, we're diving into the world of InvestTech, and joining us in the studio today is the CEO and founder of Jett. Welcome.
Thank you for inviting me, I really appreciate your project as a good platform to introduce successful Uzbek startups to local and global market. And my name is Tolibjon Mirzakulov, and I'm the head of Jett platform, investment platform. And our service is the first investment mobile service in Uzbek local market, and we are the first fintech startup, InvestTech startup, which is funded by 2 venture funds, and we provide investment solutions through different applications for retail investors. And through our Jett platform, more than 35,000 people opened their first brokerage accounts, and they invested to different Uzbek stocks, more than 13.7 billion Uzbek sum, or more than 1.1 million US dollars. So in other words, Jett, our project, helped to invest more than 1 million US dollars to Uzbek economy from our people's investments.
So what gave you this idea that this is something that is really needed?
As an IT entrepreneur, we constantly analyze different global successful projects, and in global market, investing in stock market is growing thanks to such successful products like Robinhood, GoTrade, Revolut, and so on. And we thought that in Uzbek market, this will find more demand on this kind of solution, and we start to analyze our market, our stock market, and we found that in developed countries, more than 60% of population invest their part of their income to different stocks, and this is usual case for them. But in our Uzbek market, these figures reach only about 2% or even less. So from one side, this shows that our market is underdeveloped, but if you see from other perspective, this shows that we have very huge potential base to grow up. And we gathered with our partners, and after a lot of mindstorms and generating ideas, we went to our Uzbekistan Stock Exchange to be provided by an API to integrate with, to build our mobile solution on them. And unfortunately, there was no API. This meant that there will be no mobile application, no desktop application, because you cannot integrate with the stock exchange, and you cannot provide this kind of service. This was very huge barrier to start our service, but we dug deeper, and we found the solution, technical solution, how to integrate with them. And we start build our product. For now, after 1 year of working, more than 70% of all transactions in Uzbek stock market is held by our Jett service, and I think for 1 year this is a very outstanding
That's
result.
an incredible feat. Congratulations.
So besides our business goals, Jett is pursuing some social economic missions. First of all, this is the activation of local intra-country investment potential of for investing in Uzbek economy. And second is increasing financial and investment literacy of population. And the third one is growing investment relations in local joint stock companies by increasing the number and quality of requests from minority shareholders to them, and this also will help to increase their IR department's quality of working. And
I wanted to ask you about the kind of financial literacy of the population. Where do you think it is at now? And is it like a hindrance? Is it stopping the investment local market from growing?
this is a big factor. For the last 5 years, the digital literacy and financial literacy is growing rapidly because of introduction of a lot of fintech products like payment applications, digital banking applications. Also, people now use a lot more than 5 years ago or 10 years ago mobile phones for payments, for sending P2P transactions and so on. And this helps to grow their digital and financial literacy. But if we say about investment literacy, this is in the very low level for now, and this is one of the big challenges for our project, because they don't know how to invest, or especially they don't know how works stock markets, or how to generate income from there, about dividends, coupons, bonds, stocks, and so on. During governmental program of People's IPO, about 40 companies will be introduced to huge mass market investors to invest, and about 2% of their shares will be put to market through IPO processes, and this will help to provide information about the stock market and how to invest in different stocks. For example, nowadays we are holding Uzbek Telecom IPO, Uzbek Invest IPO. These both IPOs gather a lot of new investors to our stock market, and this kind of activities from government side, from stock market intermediary side will help to increase investment literacy of our people, I think.
Yeah, the government has done a lot in terms of that, and I've noticed it, especially with the establishment of the IT park, and with all of these IPOs. We have one coming up within the next couple of days, correct? The Uztelecom.
Nowadays, Uzbek Telecom IPO is continuing, and in the 15th of December this year, this will end, and we can see a lot of new minority investors in our local market, which will begin from Uzbek Telecom and go to another stocks and trading them, investing to them, and so on.
What is it that sets what you provide apart from what other services are already out there?
Our business model differs from most local and global services, fintech services. In most cases, investment services provided from one player. This may be one broker, investment intermediary, or bank, which provides their own applications in CIS countries, in Europe, in US. You can see this kind of traditional service providing in one application, or some fintech platform backed by one broker will provide their services as a neo brokers. But to imagine how our model is working, let's just imagine three-dimensional diagram. In one dimension, you can put brokers, investment intermediaries. In the second direction, you can put applications, and the third direction, you can put investment instruments. If you put a lot of mobile investment services in this diagram, they will be described as a point or line, or maybe a small sphere. And one of the directions of our business development is growing of our number of our potential partners, providing to their clients brokerage services by them and providing new clients to them to serve as a broker. And the second axis is an applications. We are unique mobile service without mobile application. So some people can ask how mobile service can survive without mobile application, and we can show it how it can be organized. So at the beginning of our development, we developed front part and back part of our platform, and front part we integrated with existing payment solution, and then we realized that this model is more viable and more potential to grow, and so we went from this model. So we provide to different applications, fintech applications, digital banking applications, even mobile operator applications, to integrate our service as a white label solutions in their applications, and we provide all back part, brokerage coverage, integrations, payments, and so on, legislation, KYC, AML, and different part of investment services, and they don't think about this. They just integrate our service, and their users, huge massive users, can join and have access to stock market or investment services. And this is our second direction, growing our pool of different applications in local market to integrate with and to get their auditorium to stock exchange market. And the third axis is investment tools, and here we also emphasize that Jett is not just stock market investment applications. It's not just trading stocks or bonds. We are planning and we are working on that we can provide different investment instruments like precious metals, government bonds, stocks, bonds, and cryptos, and tokenized assets. For example, tokenized gold can be very good solution to the people who want to invest some money to gold, but they don't have enough money to buy some gold. So we can tokenize some gold bars with our bank partners, and we can provide as an investment instrument fragmented parts of this gold bar to invest to that gold. And this is the providing different types of investment tools is our third growing direction. And I think these all three directions are very has a very big potential, not just in local market but in global market. So we plan to go global by improving these directions, and for our geographical expansion, we are looking for some CIS countries and MENA countries to develop our service there.
And in terms of that future growth, do you have any figures or metrics of how many users you want to have, or people, companies you'd like to collaborate, like exact figures?
It's difficult to tell exact figures because in global market this is a different approach, and we don't know how banks or investment intermediaries in other countries will understand this and how the people will go there. But we saw big potential, and now we are working with some potential investors to attract additional funds to our projects to grow and introduce our service in different countries. And the uniqueness of our offer there will be that in the second country we will launch in local market, and then we can provide that country and Uzbek market to their investors. And in third country we will also provide already 3 countries and so on. And as we grow, we can provide to that investors different countries, different emerging countries stocks, and this will be our unique value to be provided to that banks or other applications or brokers.
The next question I have is, I want to go back to when you first started. Mm-hmm. How much did you personally invest into Jett? I mean, you don't have to give an exact figure, but a roundabout.
Okay. We've started this project. We start to build this project in Simurg Venture Fund's Venture Builder Studio. Mm-hmm. This is the first private venture fund here, and we attracted investment from them about 50,000 US dollars to build our first MVP. Then we showed this MVP to our stock exchange, to depository, to regulator, and we get approval from them to launch. And then we've attracted new investments to grow, to enter to the market, seed investments from Aloco Ventures. This is a venture fund under the Aloco Bank and helping to grow a lot of IT startups and backed, supported by Ministry of ICT. And Aloco Ventures believed to our products. We've signed investment agreement with them for seed round, and seed round will divide it in some mini stages. For each stage we've put KPIs, and we've already closed third stage, and we've one more steps we are going to. And in the seed round, we have attracted $200,000.
And you are hoping to turn a profit next year, right?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, our market is underdeveloped, and the project is not reached break-even point yet. But we see a lot of potential to grow, and we are planning to reach break-even next year and go to profit by the end of next year.
That's very exciting. And the last question I have, which is not related to our previous topic, is the president announced a decree on the 30th of November, essentially giving NAP control of the fintech sector, and changing all fintech companies from LLC to joint stock. Mm-hmm. How do you see this possibly affecting the tech startup community at all?
I think when I heard about this and when I read this decree, this was good sign for me, because it does not directly affect our project, because we are not payment provider, we are investech startup. But if payment services will turn from LLC to joint stock companies, this means they shorten the way to the IPO, because they already have stocks, they already have shareholders. They will work under our low perimeter of stock companies. So this will shorten the way this will shorten their way to the IPO. And when some of them go to IPO and go to stock markets, this means in our local stock markets they will be provided new effective companies, stocks, and this will attract new investors. And when they gather big money on IPOs, this will be very good use case for other IT projects, which is not just related fintechs. So they also will try to go there, to go to IPO their stocks, because in traditional life cycle of any startups, they try to go to IPO. This is the last one of the last goals. They will go build MVP, go to market, raise, and at some point they will go IPO and they will provide their stocks to mass market. And if in Uzbek market fintechs will go to stock market, this will definitely help to grow our IT startup ecosystem as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to come in.
Thank you for inviting.